cinema. Slacker.
Hey there, slackers. You're used to coming to my channel to watch me talk about blather on about movies. Figured let's do something a little different today. I was out doing like this craft show, a lot of vendors out. A lot of people have sort of like thrift store setups and stuff. And I ran across a couple packs of these WCW trading cards from 1991. I'm a big wrestling fan, and I thought it would be fun. Let's try opening these on camera, see what we get, see if there's anything worth even talking about. I don't know. This may end up not going anywhere, but let's give it a shot. Could be lots of fun. Why not? All right, so I got 2 packs of these. Let's open the first pack. Let's see what we're going to end up getting. I did kind of look up and see which are some of the popular cards out of here that you can pull, just to see if I pulled anything good. So let's give it a look, and I'm not going to look through it. I'm just going to go card by card, and we're going to see. First one, El Gigante. He ended up going and wrestling in the WWF as Giant Gonzalez back in the day. Google a picture of Giant Gonzalez versus The Undertaker. He makes The Undertaker look like a child. This dude was huge. He was like 7'4". Bad wrestler, though. Just because he's big doesn't mean he's good at wrestling, unfortunately for him. All right, what's the next one we got? Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster in WWF. WCW treated them a little bit better than Vince did, but you know. Yeah. All right, what's next? Steiner Brothers. Pre-Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner there. Definitely check it out. He would, you know, if you don't watch wrestling, he would end up dyeing his hair peroxide blonde, growing a goatee and dyeing all that except for like the middle part blonde. And yeah, call himself Big Papa Pump and had ginormous arms. So Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express. Sid Vicious just recently passed away. Was sort of inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. It was kind of controversial how they handled it. Some people were not happy with it. Gonna do so. Sid Vicious, it's a good one. Doom, which I believe was Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. Yep, that's right. Doom tag team in WCW. Next we have Tommy Rich. Don't know much about him. He was sort of out of the game when I was watching. Dutch Mantel. He was a manager. Like, he was a wrestler, obviously, but when he retired from in-ring, became a manager and did some stuff with WWE in the last 10, 15 years, acting as a manager. So still does like interviews. I think he has like a YouTube show or something where he talks about wrestling. Fabulous Freebirds. I believe that's Terry Gordy, unless I'm mistaken. Fabulous Freebirds kind of weren't much because I got into it about the 1990 or so, and I was just watching WWF, so didn't really see a whole lot of WCW until like later when the Monday Night Wars kind of started. Lex Luger, total package. Lex Luger, complicated individual, but yeah, had a great physique. Oh, this one upside down, but is actually an announcer, Jim Ross. Some would say the best wrestling announcer of all time. I don't disagree. So definitely worth checking out. And the last one, our boy Sting, putting on the Scorpion Deathlock. Check that out. That's great. Those are great. Those are great pulls. Big Sting fan. I did like his surfer image, but when he went to the crow makeup, that was definitely the version of Sting that I've really liked over the years. And then I loved his, not reinvention, but sort of reinvigoration he got when he went to AEW and had his last run before he retired. So it's definitely worth it. All right. Let's open up this second pack. See what we got. These are tough to open. Expected little kids to open this stuff all the time. All right. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Oh, first one. Another one of Lex Luger doing the torture rack. Check that out. The dude was in great shape. He had a lot of problems, a lot of issues later on in life, but he's turned himself around, so hopefully he's doing good. What's the next one? All right, another Steiner Brothers with Scott Steiner on the front. Yeah, has his ribs all taped there. Hopefully it was a storyline injury, not a real one. Sting, boy Sting. Who's he fighting in this one? Can't tell. Thought maybe it would be Kurt Hennig, maybe yeah, during one of his runs in WCW. Don't know. 6. That wasn't one of the good ones. Ooh, the old Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Another complicated individual, but gotta admit, one of the best wrestlers on the planet for his time. So worth looking at. Steiner Brothers, this time Rick Steiner. Nice. Get the Dogface Gremlin some screen time in these cards. Another Sid Vicious. This is before or after he stabbed Arn Anderson with a pair of scissors. All right, another Ric Flair. I know there's like 20 Ric Flair variants throughout this. 7. Southern Boys. Like I said, don't know much about them. Didn't spend a whole lot of WCW time with them. So if somebody knows who this is, leave a comment. Let me know. Educate me. Missy Hyatt. I know she was a big valet back in the day for WCW. I didn't see a whole lot of her. So, but I know that name. Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, one of the great, one of those guys that look like your dad's friend that he drank with at the bar all the time, but you know could beat somebody up if he really wanted to. Flying Brian Pillman. Was sort of a white meat babyface for a while. Teamed up with Steve Austin and the Hollywood Blondes, kind of had a run, and then completely reinvented himself with the loose cannon gimmick, and found ingenious ways to market himself, and even found an ingenious way to get out of his WCW contract so he could go to WWF by telling Eric Bischoff, we're gonna do this storyline where you fire me, and then I'm gonna go to ECW and wrestle, and then kind of build up the headlines, and then I'll come back. And they did all that, but he never came back. He went to WWF because they offered him a bigger contract, and that was the plan all along. And yeah, genius. Even Eric Bischoff was like, can't be mad at that move. It was good for him. Doom, another Butch Reed card. Oh, and that's it. That's the last one. So that's what we got. Doesn't seem like we pulled anything super high on the list of big cards to pull from the pack, but no, still a respectable draw for a $4 investment. So it's definitely a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's just something fun to do. Probably not going to do a whole lot of that on the channel, but it was just, why not? I bought them cheap at a thing, and I've never done a card opening video before. So let's check it out. Get some Dick Tracy cards. Maybe I could have done that. Maybe that would have tied in better, but this was still fun. All right. Well, that's all I got this time. Go buy some WCW trading cards. See if you pull anything good. If you have any of these cards and you have any good ones, let me know below in the comments of what you ended up getting. So, all right. Till I see you next time. Go watch some movies.
Cinema. Slacker.